going on, y'all? Y'all already know who it is and what it is. It's the one and the only Charles Gardner, aka BillionaireMH, and I'm in a building. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? If you're new to my channel, please make sure you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you'll be notified every time moi uploads a new video. All right. Skirt. So if you read the title, I'm pretty sure you know what this video is going to be about. But on a more serious note, before I jump into the video, because it's going to be a little juicy, I want to be serious a little bit. And I just want to say, I'm pretty sure we all know, this year has, child, this probably has been one of the worst documented, that's going to be documented years in America, in the world, period. You know, it's been so crazy. And I just want to just say my heart goes out to anyone who has personally been affected by the global pandemic that's been going on. I don't have anyone who's been affected by the coronavirus, but I do know people who have, like friends of friends. I just want to let you guys know that COVID is very serious, okay? You shouldn't be taking this thing lightly. You know, people are really losing their lives. And it's just been so horrible. So I just pray that you guys protect yourself. Make sure you're wearing your masks. Make sure you're taking, like, you know, extra precautions just to stay safe. And just always remember that it's not always about you. It's about the people around you. You know what I mean? Especially if you live with other people, older people, younger people, because you can possibly be asymptomatic and don't know you have it and spread it to other people. So just always kind of keep that in mind. Okay, so without further ado, we're gonna jump back into the story time. We're gonna jump into the story time, but we're not jumping back, we're jumping in. Anyway, so this story time is about the time that I almost got robbed. Like, what? Niggas really tried to rob me. Anyway, let's get into it, because people be here. Alright. So the story time takes place around 2004, 2005. I think I was like, I had to be like 14, 15. No, I was a 15 child because I graduated when I was 16. So I would say like 13, 14, right? This is back when, you know, we was just like applying to get into, you know, high schools or whatever, right? Boom. So if you guys didn't know, most of you probably don't know because I don't really share this. I still do. Okay, so I'm gonna explain myself. So when I was really like younger, like again, 12, 13, I love roller coasters, right? So one of my dreams is to build my own roller coasters. But it's mainly like, I want to design them. Like I don't want to like actually like build, like be constructing them, but more so like designing roller coasters. I'm a fanatic, I love roller coasters. So I wanted to apply to high schools that had, you know, an architect background or whatever so that I can kind of get like a head start before I went to college, right? Now, so I don't know if they made everyone do this because I'm from New York. So after 7th grade, when it's time to apply to high school, they give you this really thick booklet. So if you're from New York City, you know what I'm talking about. It's like a booklet that has like all of the high schools in and around New York City, right? So I remember getting the booklet. I applied for a few schools or whatever, but it was this one particular school that stuck out to me. Now, it's so funny because, yo, the way they finessed me is ridiculous. Anyway, so on paper, right? I'm sorry. Yo, no, for real, because what happens is I'm really thinking about it and thinking how I got finessed. Anyway, so what happens is, school that was like my top pick, it was called Samuel L. Gompertz High School. It was in the Bronx. I'm from Harlem. So on paper, they, you know, they said the school been open. They said the school been open for years and years and years. You know, like they have like a background and everything. They had the architect program that I wanted to take up, right? It just seemed super legit. So, you know, I was like really excited. Oh my, bendito, my little 13-year-old. So I'm super excited. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna take these courses, yada yada yada, boom, cool. Fast forward to me actually getting accepted to the school. Looking back at it now, I think I was more excited about using the train more than anything because ever since I was younger, I've always went to schools that were like really close to home. So it was like that whole like sensation of like, oh, you know, I'm grown, I'm gonna take a train and go to school, because I'm from Harlem and the school was in the Bronx, right? Listen. Listen. When I tell y'all that fucking school was nothing like how they described it in that book. When I tell y'all, I got banned fucking boozled, bitch. Like, yo, first of all,
the ghetto. The ghetto.
Come to find out, this school was actually the school that they sent the bad kids, like, you know, like basically, so when you got expelled from your normal school, they would send those kids to my school. It was like this weird, like, suspension since beyond that, it was metal detectors in the school. You couldn't have your phone at all. There was metal detectors. Security out the ass. They had the Bloods, the Crips, the Latin Kings. They had every fucking king in the school. No, y'all, like, listen, I'm really not capping. Like, I'm not, if y'all know anybody who went to that school, please write in the comments below your experiences, because I promise you, like, I wish I was exaggerating or lying. And then, they also had the Dominican group, because I remember they call themselves the DDP. And I remember I guess one of the kids that I was in my class or whatever, his cousin had beef with them, and they used to say Dominicans deliver pizza, basically like insulting them because the DDP stand for like Dominicans don't play. So they had, bitch, every gang was in that school. It used to be fights nonstop. It used to be so crazy. And again, I used to like being there 13. I definitely was 13 going on 14 because my birthday is in December. So being there young, seeing all of that, I just remember I wanted out, okay? Like, I went to that school and I remember I probably had to be like, because I wound up transferring, but I want to say, it had to have been, I want to say like 3 months in, I'm like, I need to get out. So I remember going to my counselor, my college counselor, and I was like, you know, trying to transfer to a school that was in Manhattan. She told me the only way that I'll be able to transfer was if I got a safety transfer. So that's basically if you're in any type of like danger or something like that, that's when you'll be able to transfer. Other than that, she was like, you're stuck in the school. And I was like, ain't no way, Jose, bitch, I'm not gonna be in this damn school because this school is crazy, okay? So now, y'all know I'm from, well, I said it a million times, I'm from Harlem, okay? So, listen, okay? I gotta make it back. Listen, I'm not going to toot my own horns, but I used to feel like, I mean, I still am I'm a fly gal, but you know, I was a little fly gal back in the day. You feel me? So I guess, and that's just the thing. Like, it's no shade to anybody who's from the Bronx or any other boroughs, but if you're from Harlem, you always was swagged up. Okay, it's just a thing that just kind of come with the territory. And again, it's no shade. You from Harlem, you always in some nice drip. So, you know, back then, the drip at the time was like 7 jeans. Nobody was True Religion? No, I think True Religion was a few years after. But it was like 7 jeans, Rockin' Republic, Antique Denims, Prada sneakers, and Mermons. Like, everyone had the Mermons. And I had 2 or 3 biggies. Now, let me explain to you the difference, okay? So, it is no shade to nobody, but the regular Mermons, they used to have like the little strings, like little drawstrings in the back that you pull to, like, you know, make it go tighter. So those was called little boys, okay? I didn't have the little boys. I had the biggie. let's be very clear on which one I had. That was the one that didn't have any drawstrings or nothing like that. And it was more expensive. It was about $500 a pop. Now, let's also keep in mind this was 2004. So $500 for a coat was like a lot. It was like, bitch, what? So anyway, you know, I used to be coming to school, and again, you know, I'm young. I was spoiled, obviously. I was the only child, but my little sister was just born, but she was so young. I was still getting whatever I wanted or whatever. And, you know, I used to come to school dripped out. But I'm the type of person, like, I was never like, I don't want to say flashy. It was just regular to me. Like, it was like, okay, a little nice shoes, expensive shoes, whatever, biggies, because I guess in my area where I grew up at, everybody kind of looked the same, if that made any sense, you know? So anyway, I would notice, like, and this is just from like hearing people, like word of mouth and stuff, like the popping kids and like the seniors, like you could kind of tell like who's popular because everybody, their name was in everybody's mouth. I would notice that they would be, it is no shade, because I love North Faces now, but it's no shade, but they would be like in little, you know, little North Face jackets and real regular, you know. And again, it's no shade to North Face, because I love the new puffers now, but you know, so it was like when I would come through, it would just be like all eyes on me. And I know they probably was looking like, who the fuck is this, you know, little nigga. I mind you, I'm 5'6", so they probably like looking at me. As you know, mind you, these are the popular kids. So, you know, everybody want their body. And then I'm coming through with the little dripped out, like, what's up? But not that type of attitude, you know what I mean? But just still like, so they probably was looking at me like, who you type? And I know that's what happens because I remember being in gym class one time, and I never used to play in gym. And their gym class was so weird. Like, I don't even think nobody really even did nothing. It was weird. I don't know. I just remember I was in a gym, and one of the boys from the basketball team, he had approached me. He's like, yo, bro. He like, you from Harlem? I'm like, yeah. Well, I didn't say like that. I was like, yeah. Nah, I didn't say like that. I don't know. You look, it's so weird. Whenever I'm talk to straight boys, I always subconsciously start like put bass in my voice. It's a thing that I've always done. Anyway, so I'm like, I probably was like you. I probably was like, yeah, I'm from Harlem or some shit like that. And I think he had complimented me or whatever. He's like, oh nah, you know, I feel like your swag or whatever, whatever. I'm just like, oh, I'm thanks, good looks. I said, yeah, probably it was most likely good looks or whatever. I'm like, oh, good looks, whatever. Boom. But that's when I knew they was kind of like on my body watching me, right? So here's where the fuckery starts, right? I remember, so it was another kid who I didn't really know him. Like I said, it's weird. Like, I think appearance is one of those things where people kind of like see what you got on and stuff, and they kind of want to be your friends or like talk to you because they feel like, oh, we doing the same thing, you know? So it was this other kid. I think he was from Harlem too, from like uptown, something like that, but he wasn't on my level, but yeah, anyway. So because he would do things like call himself competing with me, like I had the new Prada on, he would come in with the little Prada shoes on. You still had a North Face on. Anyway, but you know, just try to like show like, oh, I got dripped too and all of that. Mind you, like my little gay ass, I ain't care nothing about that boy. It was like, what you like I'm the girl, like. But anyway, so he called himself warning me or whatever. So one day we was in the I forget what class it was. It was like this little electronic class, some shit, some voltage class or something like that. So he's like, oh yeah, Charles, I just wanted to let you know, why am I laughing? I laugh at shit that's not supposed to be funny. He's like, oh yeah, Charles, I just want to let you know, niggas is planning on robbing you after school for your products and your mermaids. Whatever. I heard them talking about it. So I'm like, wait, what? Like, so, I mean, but in the moment, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of panicking a little bit. Because, again, I'm from Harlem. I'm all the way in the Bronx. That's A. B, I know they have all these damn crazy ass gangs in here. And then I'm mad little. So, you know, I ain't gonna chance it. But also in the back of my mind, remember I told y'all I was trying to transfer anyway, and my counselor said that I needed a safety transfer. So I was like, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity. But I still don't want to chance it, you feel me? So I remember that day, bitch, when I heard that, I did the digital dash.
What's happening?
Flash is back!
I remember me leaving 2 periods earlier because I was like, listen, I'm not leaving at the end of the day. They gonna spot, I'm out. So before the end of the day, I remember I hit it, I dashed. I walked so fast to that motherfucking train. And here's the thing too, I don't know if you guys have ever been to the Bronx. Them Bronx blocks are like 50 blocks in one, okay? Like one block is like 50 blocks. I'm not even exaggerating, okay, a little bit. But honestly, like one block is like 7 or 8 city blocks. And the train station, both exits are like 4 Bronx blocks. So that's really like 30 some blocks. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but honestly, them blocks is so long. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, I can't even like run. You know, if God forbid something happen, I can't even run because it's mad long. So that also was in my head. But I remember leaving early because when I got home, my mother was like, why are you home so early or whatever? You know, mothers. But I hit it to that train station and God was with me because I didn't get jumped or anything like that. But it was just crazy. I remember getting home and I told my mother what happened. She was like, wait, what? She going off. She's like, I'm going to that school. Me, if I'm going to that school tomorrow. Whatever. And that's what happened. So the next day, she wound up coming to the school. We sat down with the guidance counselor. And she told me in order to transfer, I would have to go to make a police report. And then from there, I could kind of transfer. So we wound up going to the precinct, filled out the paperwork. I told them everything that happened. They tried to rob me, bitch. And I had brought the paperwork back to the school like the next day. And by next week, I was out of there, okay? I was out, I was going. They wasn't getting me, period. After that, I wanted to go into the school that I actually graduated from, which was closer to home, and I knew half the people that was in there. Which honestly, when I think about it, it's kind of like, I wonder like where I would have been at, because they had gave me like 3 options, and I could have chose like better schools, but my ass wanted to just run to the school where I knew my friends was at. I don't know if it's the damn story, but yeah. So at the end of the day, like I said, I didn't get robbed, but it could have ended differently, but I thank God that it didn't. And yeah, because niggas be, it's just weird. Like why people be jealous? Like, damn, get your money up or do something. I don't know, switch your hustle up. Why you gotta hate on a young fly bitch from Harlem? Stop. Yeah. Anyway, that concludes my story time, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any more suggestions or you want me to do more story times, let me know down below in the comments. Here we get big dots. And and I'll tell you guys some more stories. I don't really have, well, I probably got a few more stories that I want to tell. Because I don't be making shit up. This shit really be happening in real life, okay? And also, before I let you guys go, voting is coming up. This year, this election is very important, okay? So if you guys are over the age of 18, please make sure you go check when you can register to vote. I believe you can, I believe it's like you can still do it or whatever. But like I said, I'm not extremely political. I'm already registered. I'm just saying, if you don't know or whatever, Google it, try to figure something out. But this year and these votes count. So make sure you guys go out there, register to vote, because you need to vote this year. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.